Lee, where are you? For Christ's sakes, we're late. Come on, honey. I know you look ravishing. Can we go now? What are you doing? Why aren't you dressed yet? It's going to be over by the time we get there.
I'm not going.
What do you mean you're not going? Are you kidding me? You've talked about this for years.
Maybe I did, but I've changed my mind.
What? That's ridiculous. May I ask why? I'm sure there's a perfectly good, logical reason for your change of heart at this 11th hour.
My change of heart has nothing to do with logic, Todd. When I gazed deeply into that mirror tonight, I could no longer deny that I am a complete nothing. A nobody, ordinary, mediocre, non-preeminent.
Non-preeminent? Lee, that's not true. I've told you a million times that's not true. You look great. You've done.
You're my husband. You're obligated to appreciate me. When I recognized the truth, when I looked into that mirror, into my soul, and into the empty awards cabinet.
Are you kidding me? You picked tonight as the night of your midlife crisis. You're going to fall apart over a few lines and wrinkles? Lee, this is the height
I am not a narcissist, Todd. I've told you that. I'm just self-absorbed. And this has nothing to do with midlife crisis and wrinkles. It has everything to do with a post-life crisis.
What? Oh, hell, none of this ever makes any sense to me.
I haven't done anything in my life. And, oh well, except for some Bunyan commercials and some musicals, and it's half over, more than half. I just can't bear to face all my classmates. I gave myself 3 decades to achieve my goals, and I haven't accomplished a single one of them. Not even a Wikipedia page. All my hopes and dreams have just morphed into some bizarre bucket list. My youth is spent, the clock is ticking, and soon I'll just be dust in the wind.
Lee, you make it sound like you're on your deathbed.
I am.
You have plenty of time to be legendary. You're only 48.
48 and a half, which is more like 68 in lady years. Did you know that in Hollywood, you're all washed up by the time you're 35?
That's not true anymore, Mom. It's all changed. Just look at Jane Fonda. She's probably about 100 by now. Don't fret, you're still relevant. Besides, there's always Bunyan commercials.
Lee, come on. We're late. Can we please postpone the drama until after midnight? Or at least until after you've taken off your makeup? I hate to sound insensitive, but your timing is
Drama time? Don't trivialize this. It's my 30th reunion, for Christ's sakes. And I suppose you think I'm being histrionic, huh? Well,
it does kind of come with the territory, doesn't it?
Hey, don't you dare post that, young lady.
Oh, hey, I have an idea, Mom. Why don't you do what most old ladies do and write a children's book?
Oh, really? That's a great idea. I'll write about a naughty little girl who's about to get smacked with...
Lee, please, time.
I know why you don't want to go to a reunion. You're afraid some old fart's gonna hit on you while Dad's getting ice cream.
Ice cream?
Oh, Rachel. Back in my day, you were afraid if someone didn't hit on you.
Oh, gross, Mom. That's unwelcome behavior.
Well, yeah. At my age, I'd love it, especially if the old fart was interested in my work.
Lee, come on. Can we just go? We're going to run out of alcohol.
Todd, please, don't make me go. Really, it'll be humiliating.
Lee, no one one is going to care. Trust me. Don't be so
Self-involved.
Rachel, hush. Sweetie, if you don't go, you'll regret it later. And your friends really want to see you.
Yeah, Mom, you better go. You'll be really old at the 40th.
Damn it! Don't you two understand? All I did in high school was yap about how successful I was going to be when I made it as a serious entertainer.
Isn't that an oxymoron?
Not a movie star or something silly like that, but a celebrated actor, writer.
Well, you did make some cutting-edge dating commercials.
I bragged.
You brag.
Yes, I bragged that I would win either an Academy Award or a Oscar, Emmy, or a Grammy, or a
Pulitzer? Look, Mom, don't fret over all the ships that have sailed. You got to raise me. You really should have named me Emmy or Oscar or something. I think you're great at all kinds of things, like poetry.
Oh, hell, Rachel. Nobody gives a shit about poetry except poets.
Lee, don't be so hard on yourself. That's my job. Oh, come on, honey. It was a joke.
I'm old, unaccomplished, invisible.
No, you're not. I see you. You're right there, standing next to Dad. And you're not old. I mean, 48 is the new.
Don't you dare
But
say
Mom, you're looking really good
Don't
for.
you?
Lee, do you know how shallow you sound right
Yes, and I never said I wasn't shallow.
Really, Mom? Where are your values? You're supposed to be my role model.
Oh, really? My values? Oh, darling. Just because I don't have tattoos all over my body and hang out at the Goodwill doesn't mean that I... Oh, Jesus! I'm a failure. Oh.
Wow. Never seen it like this before. Dad, what was that cryptic little poem Mom wrote a little while back about self-actualization?
I'm a wannabe who should be, but won't be.
Damn, that's depressing. Poor Mom.
Lee, sweetheart, my love, what in God's name are you doing?
Yes, Todd, I am doing things in his name, so mind the language, please.
Where did you get that?
Habit from nonsense, remember? I did it in summer stock before we put that thing away.
Yep. Okay, Lee, I guess the better question would be, why are you wearing it?
Isn't it obvious?
No.
If I wear this to my reunion, it doesn't matter what I have or haven't done or what I have or haven't become. I exist for the Lord.
Wow, that really is sacrilegious, Mom.
It's sister now.
Sister, Mom, you look ridiculous. And you're a total fraud, and we're going to know that.
Once and for all, that you're completely nuts.
Yeah, patch it. I mean, you're really going to embarrass us.
Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they say, especially my smartass daughter.
Hey, Mom, look at me. You have a child you gave birth. How would you explain that?
A tragic mistake.
Well, what about me?
The reason I entered the convent.
Just take it off now. This isn't funny, and I'm not going to participate in your charade, no matter how drunk I get.
Just want my life to have some meaning and worth. And I'm keeping it on.
Lee, you've lived here your whole life. You really think that people aren't going to notice that you...
Yeah, all people have to do is Google you.
Nope, it won't work. I looked it up. They protect your solitude and privacy in the convents.
Oh, Jesus, Mom.
Hey, language.
So, you're telling me that you investigated all of this while you were getting dressed?
Yes, it was a miracle. I was inspired by that movie. You know, the one with Audrey Hepburn where she cuts off all her hair and falls in love with Peter Finch. Was it a nun story or was it Sister Act?
Oh my God, Lee, it doesn't matter. Please, just take it off. I'm begging you.
Yeah, you start wearing that, it could become a habit.
You've always been a little eccentric, my darling, but good eccentric. And I've loved that about you. But this is not good eccentric. This is some kind of pathological insecurity.
Seriously, this is really bad and potentially habit forming.
Rachel, please, your mother is feeling frustrated and desperate right now.
Yes, okay. I am feeling desperate. Christ, I am a failure. I can't do this right. I miss everything I do.
Holy shit, Dad. Never seen it like this before. Oh, hey, I have an idea. Why don't I go with you? You know, in Mom's place, all of her friends can see all of her accomplishments through me. She would love that.
That's a great idea. And I'm sure your mother has a dress you could wear with long sleeves.
I could even recite some of her poetry.
Really? Do you have anything memorized?
Of course I do. I find Mom's work compelling and provocative. What I want is a Wikipedia page. I should score one now. I'm starting to age. It's funny, I thought a big acting award was something I was working toward, but a certificate or a plaque just hangs on a wall. Important people can't see it at all. I can do it myself. Yes, I know. But the wiki people should make me crow. That's all I ask, and I will cry if I'm not wiki before I die. I think she wrote that ironically.
Well, hello, darling. Another change of heart?
Todd, Rachel, I have had an epiphany.
What, in the last 5 minutes?
And I feel completely humbled. My life does have meaning. I will leave a mark. I have achieved a sort of immortality through my beautiful and talented daughter. You and my hundreds of grandchildren will be my legacy. I don't have to hide anymore. I will just do community theater.
That's right, darling. That's the positive attitude we all know and love.
Yeah, Mom. I'm so glad you dealt with your aim. Now have a really good time tonight. Oh, and remember, you might not be a movie star or anything, but you'll always be an object of curiosity.
Am I really that much of an eccentric?
No, my darling. I use the term loosely, as an adjective, not as a noun. You're a lively, neurotic woman with many years left to impress people you don't care about.
Thanks, Todd. I love you for that. So, the Bunyan commercials, they were pretty good, huh?
Preeminent.
Oh!